everyone. It's Zadira and Bosco. Rav is taking a little bit of a break for a day or two, so hopefully she'll be back soon. But Bosco and I came back on the server, and lo and behold, we had a, what do you call it? A reckoning, right, Bosco?
Mm-hmm.
And we figured out that we didn't understand about the time of it, and the time of our reckoning was like in the middle of night for us. And we, of course, I mean, my goodness, we just came to the server, so we didn't know what to do. We don't know how to build. I think we need to reinforce our base with walls. I'm not sure about that even. But we did come in and find a lot of stuff destroyed. For some reason, they didn't destroy this raw animal thing. But looks like our buildings were able to, are we able to tell if they took, oh, they did take damage.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at your red bar at the top of your screen, you can see this textile factory has taken some damage. How about our lodge? Yeah, see, everything was 2,000 to 2,000 yesterday. So definitely things took a lot of damage. And looks like somebody in our faction has started on wooden wall foundation frames, and we even have a rough wood wall. So that is Bosco and my plan today. We are going to try to figure out about the building and how to build, and we're going to add on to these items here if we're able. So Bosco and I, what? Yes?
I think we will have to destroy the wall because this was something that was put in a final effort to try and
You think so?
for counter the attack. So this wall was damaged a lot.
What we need is a little button that we push to show. Oh goodness, look, and even this wall looks like they put it up and then it took damage. So what they did maybe actually was good. This wall here almost got down. So I wonder, do you think there was walls all across here? Maybe.
I think it's possible.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is try to figure this out. Too bad we don't have a little button that you push and it shows an instant movie of your faction attacks. Would that be fun to watch? I guess in a way it would.
It'd be fun to get our base destroyed.
Oh my gosh. So we are not sure about how this is done, but as soon as we figure it out, I'll bring you right back and we'll explain a little bit. All right, guys, we're back, and Bosco and I have done some research and figured out a couple of things. And as you can see here, he has been super, super busy. What Bosco and I are doing, we are collecting stone like a bunch of crazy people. And let me show you really quick what we did figure out. If you push C, you'll see your basic, well, you go to your basic survival, you click on the basic survival tree, and you see that you need to craft all of these things in your basic survival tree. Well, down at here, as you get down toward the bottom, is a construction hammer. You need to craft a construction hammer and able to build. So make sure and construct a hammer first. Craft a hammer first, and then after you craft your hammer, you click B, and all of a sudden you can see different things. Now I have a foundation down, Bosco, and you said if you craft T, what happens? Or is
you press B and you have your hammer out, which you've already done, and then if you hold down T,
aha, look at this. This is awesome. So here's a railing, a ledge, foundation. There's where you can repair and salvage, a foundation floor, a wall, stairs, and platform. And then you also, is there M maybe? Oh, there. I pressed W and I got a wall. I'm not sure. So if I press T, oh, maybe I selected that wall. There's a wall. Oh, that's pretty cool. And it's orange because I don't have the materials. This is, I'm missing materials. A really nice tab area up on top, and left mouse is how you place, right mouse is diagonal, L is you can flip it, M is you change materials, T you change structures, and R you change variants, B is exit. So That is really, I think that's a really good building mechanism. What do you think? What do you think so far of this building for Rend?
I think that it is definitely good.
Okay.
There is like no real stress to it because you are able to just place in like a grid, I guess you could say. There's no
Yeah.
specific
It kind
place.
of snaps for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Well, I wanted to bring you guys back and at least update you on what we were doing. We're going to go out and get as much stone as we can, and I'll bring you back when we're able to craft a little bit more of this. This is all to protect our faction base. We came in, like I said previously, and we had a reckoning time while Bosco and I were both asleep, and came in and found almost half of our base gone. Um, so that it's been a reckoning for us. Awakening, I guess, more like it. So this is a different game than we've ever played, and so far we're really enjoying it, but we'll see what happens. We're supposed to have another one tomorrow, I believe. And I think we actually will be online when that one happens, so that's going to be really scary. But we're going to try to be here, and I'll bring you to that. But for now, let's go get the stone, Bosco, and we'll go see how much more we can get built up for protection. Hey everyone, I'm back, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, Bosco and I have just been working so hard, I can't even tell you. We have been collecting stuff like crazy. We've been getting animals for food, and Bosco's been helping me figure out about killing a few animals just so we can have meat to eat, because I was trying to survive on melons, and that won't get you very far. But look at all this that Bosco and I have done today, and I'm so proud of us for figuring everything out. We pretty much had a hard time finding information. I wanted to show you how much we have done. All of these walls, and Bosco figured out how to make doors. So we definitely are set up better. We are supposed to have a reckoning tomorrow afternoon, and that's our USA time. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'll definitely film it for you guys and be able to show it to you. But I wanted to show you a little bit. We're having a terrible time finding information on the internet. This is all we lack. When you first put a wall up, this is what it looks like. And then what you want to do is upgrade it. So you have to make sure you have the resources in your inventory. We hold F to upgrade, and then just mouse over and pick up there. Now, see, that's the way it was supposed to work. All right, then that you just go along and do that as you go. So you have to make sure you have cement, and the way you make cement is over here. You have to put down a mortar and pestle, and then if you hold that down or click F, you can see your recipes will show you. It's kind of weird because the cement's the first thing we needed, and it's way down here at the bottom. But you can see you're going to need crumblestone. You're going to need 2 crumblestone, 2 sticky sap, and 1 water. So we figured out you have to have these water skins that you have to craft, and we have to go down to the lake. I'm hoping that they'll give us a well of some kind, because it is quite the pain to have to run back and forth. But we have to have water, and then there's our crumblestone, and what else did I say? Sticky sap. Oh, we don't have any. Yep, there it is. There's our sticky sap. And so then you click it to turn it on, which is turned on, but we don't have any water. See how that water is not highlighted? So we have to go down and get some more water. So you need cement, and here I can show you in my inventory too. There's what the cement looks like, and then you also need these crumblestone bricks in order to make your walls, in order to fix them. So in order to make crumblestone bricks, you go out and harvest the stone that's out around with your mallet, and you come over here, and you have to have a stone cutter put down. Look at it. It's the animation showing you it's cutting the stones. Isn't that neat? So you click F, and again, it's the same kind of thing, and it's the same. It works the same way as like I was showing you with the mortar and pestle. you just look at your recipe. It says you need 4 crumblestones, and then you click on turn it on, and you put the crafting queue of how many you want to make, and then it makes these crumblestone bricks. So that's how that works. And then what you do is you just like I did before, you walk up to a wall, and it's just a simple matter of pressing F and then mousing over that and then lifting up your F, and it does it, boom, just like that. So, and what we're interested too is, if you notice up in the upper right hand corner, I'm getting faction rep for that. So I'm getting I must be out of bricks already. Or did it come up for you, Bosco?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm out. I've only got 4. A while ago it was showing 0 of 1. So something's going on, I think, with the server a little bit. It seems like it's not working quite right. But anyway, so we only have these few. The problem that we're coming up against is how slow the stone cutter is, because it's taking a long time for us to make enough stone. Even though we can harvest the stone, then it's taking a long time. Now tell me, okay, we did the door. I was going to show them how to do a door, but we already did the door. Now was there is actually a wall, wasn't there, where we needed a door? Yes.
Yes, over here,
right,
but we
here
could not make one.
Okay, so we wondered if once you have upgraded your wall, before when it was looked like wire, we were able to just click R and make a door right in that wiring. But now neither Bosco or you can't do it, Bosco?
No.
Okay, so neither one of us can make a door. So I guess what we'd have to do is remove a wall and put a door there. Is that what we'd have to do, Bosco? Maybe?
Yeah.
Boy, something that it took us so much time to figure out. We were laying these foundations down, thinking we were doing a really great thing, which we did. And then we got ready to place one of these buildings that we needed to place down. And lo and behold, we were not able to place a building on top of our stone foundation frames. And we were like, oh no, what are we going to do? Because we had covered the area with the frames. So we panicked, and then we decided to put on our thinking caps, and Bosco went and talked to them on the Discord. They were really nice over there about helping him. And they said, somebody in your faction needs to be an elder. So to see about the faction, you can click on social. Up here we have all these little, here's skills, research, talents, spells. There's all about pets, and there's our social. This is ascension and system menu. But right now we're talking about the faction and our clan. We showed in last episode how we were able to make our clan. So if you click on faction, it shows you the tab, and it looks like just Bosco and I are in the faction, and that's what we thought all day yesterday. We never saw anybody come online, and we were like, oh, okay, we're the only people in our faction. Well, today we knew somebody had come in, because we could tell, because that wall had been built for the reckoning. So I said, well, let's show offline, and look. These 3 people here, they're very much appreciated as their rank, but these top 2 are elders. Isn't that interesting? And then here's the rest down here. It goes, they're kin. They're like kin folks. And then string beans is appreciated, but everybody has default permissions. And then we get down here and look at this. Bosco is so appreciated. And look. He worked so hard today that he made elder, because they told us online, they said the only person that can demolish or delete something you've already done is an elder, which we think is kind of odd, because Bosco was the one who put them down, so he should have been able to demolish them, I would think. But apparently once you set something down in a faction base, only elders are able to do something, right, Bosco? Or
yeah, I think it should be like player-owned demolish.
Yeah, seems like,
so,
doesn't
like,
it? So anyway, hopefully that's going to help a lot of people that I wish we'd had somebody to do a video that showed us all this exact specific information, because we had a hard time finding it. So just to let you know, that's what that means. And then I wish, now as an elder, are you able to look at the base permissions, Bosco?
I do not believe so.
Yeah, I'm so curious how to find that information. It shows here I'm grayed out, and where it says edit permissions. So I wonder, is somebody able to go higher than an elder? I wonder. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I like some of these names. Here's Beardy Potato and Dapper Spaghetti. And so hopefully now all of these people are in our faction. So they should be our friends, and we should work together with them. You can see a lot of them haven't been online in a while. In fact, most of these looks like since the alpha finished up. But these two people, Stormbiter and Serena, they've just been on recently. So I'm hoping we get to meet up with them and maybe play with them for a little bit. They're the ones who must have built the wall and the fence foundation. So Bosco, what were you saying about now? We're almost done with our fortification for the reckoning tomorrow, but you were talking about making some kind of fencing, right? Around even.
But well, so what I was thinking is we have this first wall, but so it's extra fortified, we would do something called a honeycomb. And basically, a lot of times that can just be like a sideways wall that keeps going on and on, making like a double layer.
Gotcha.
Except we're not going to do that. So
Oh.
For today, well, I mean, we're not going to do that till later.
Okay.
But
for this reckoning tomorrow, which is going to be about 1:30 my time, so 3:30 Bosco's time. Goodness, that's going to come way too fast, I think. We're just barely going to have this finished, aren't we?
So what I was thinking we could do, though, is put another wall on this row, this line where I'm going through it, as another layer. And then later on, we can put a honeycomb going through that.
So this morning, and when we both logged in, we were pretty shocked about this, and we learned some amazing things that I wanted Bosco to share with you a little bit about.
All right. Well, so what happened is this morning when we logged in, we had no idea. Like, we got really confused about the reckoning time. So when we came in, a lot of our important structures were destroyed. And those structures were, the more important ones were our sawmill, which allowed us to make lumber, in our forge for our metal.
Yeah.
So what we noticed, we were just looking and looking everywhere to see how we could recreate them, but we were kind of stuck because what happens is you need to be able to make, for example, the lumber mill for so we can start making lumber. You need lumber to be able to make it.
Yeah.
And so we got so confused and so stuck.
And even before that, what was confusing, we needed that construction hammer, and there was one ingredient that we had the hardest time finding. It was some kind of vine.
Yep, tensile vine.
And it was because we were harvesting bushes not the way we should have, right?
We were left clicking instead of right clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was we were so stuck on that because I was like hitting bushes probably, if I'm being honest, probably for an hour. I was doing that, and we got a lot of the special tangle vine, but none of the tensile vine. And then I decided to right click, and I got some like immediately.
And now we have plenty of tensile vine. Isn't that funny?
So the first step to being able to recreate the structure is you need to upgrade because our construction table here, it got destroyed when we were
that was definitely part of the confusion, because we didn't have anything we could click on that showed us how to make what we needed to craft.
and we were able to find the frames and stuff, but it kept saying refinery station
Yeah,
acquired,
yes.
which
Which
ended up
apparently
being this.
this is the refinery station. And we couldn't find any information to tell us what was the refinery station. Every time we would click on a forge, it would show the forge. It says you can't construct that without the refinery station, and we were just lost. And we searched on the internet, no, never seen. And finally, we clicked on something. Yeah, we just decided to upgrade this
So
building, didn't we?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what
I
it
had
was.
found out that if there's a structure that doesn't have the table that is mainly like bound to their frame, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So like the mystic altar over there, and then
Yeah.
this
So
construction
it
frame.
had its little table in the middle of it.
Hmm.
So, but it says you can upgrade it. I wonder what happens if you upgrade it again.
Yeah, I
It
don't know.
says
We'll have to figure
hold
that out.
down and I don't know. I wonder what it means if you upgrade. But look, it needs 1,000 roughwood logs, 100 Bjorn heather essence of gold poppy, rough rope, and stick. Which we found none of that's really difficult. We're getting essence of orange heather and essence of those aren't as confusing as they sound now that we've been doing this for a little bit. But I'm so curious what's going to happen when we upgrade all these different. So these are called the buildings, right?
So
The
these are um, like the altar in the middle here is basically bound to the frame of it. So if this altar gets destroyed, then what you want to do is you want to upgrade the shrine,
and
the
all of a
frame of it.
sudden the altar will appear, which is what happened. This poor little building over here was not big like this, and I don't think was it. It didn't look like this, right? It looked
I
different.
think it was the same size. It was just it seemed a little beaten down, I guess you
Oh,
could say.
okay,
But
yeah.
the construction, the next day, the reckoning day, the construction table was gone. It got
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah. And
And uh,
since that was our first day back, we didn't know how to create any of this stuff. It was already here when we came. Um, so now that's what happens. Just to
yeah.
let people know.
So if you ever lose one here, then you have to upgrade the frame, and the table will pop up.
I think it's the wording of what things are. This is the frame. I think they're called buildings. I've seen people talking about buildings, but it's actually called the construction shop. And then this is the table. It's kind of like putting a smithy table down. Let me show what's inside this. I mean, this has a lot of construction type things that you can unlock, because like here's storage and here's fortification. See, there's fancier doors, and here's cosmetics, there's lighting, furniture. This kind of like each one of these tables, it's like a smithy, but it does its own unique things. And so
Mhm.
each building has its little table inside. So gosh, wouldn't that have been easier if we'd understood all that, Bosco?
Oh yeah, it would have
Yes.
been so much easier.
So this is the construction shop with its little table, and then we have. So do we need to upgrade this building? Oh no, it has a
No.
loom.
So basically, this is one of the buildings. So this building, like the sawmill and the forge and all those, are not bound to or like the structure in it is
Oh,
not
it's
like
not.
bound to their
Well, it
building.
says it's the textile factory. So
So with these, what you'd have to do is you'd have to craft the construction part of it, like the
okay,
loom in the
yeah,
craft table.
yeah. See, and it does not give us the option to upgrade. Too bad it doesn't, because it needs to be repaired.
I think that can be done in the build menu.
Okay, try that and see. Or here, I'll do it so people can see. So if I do B,
Mhm.
uh, what change
And then
structure?
if you hold down T,
Hmm.
and then go down to where it says repair/salvage, and then just let go. So I've selected repair/salvage, and then if I left click.
Yes. So what are you actually clicking on?
You're
actually clicking on the building
while looking straight down at the building.
Oh, look at that. 2000 of 2000. You did it, and you didn't have to have any resources for it?
Nope.
Well, of all things. That's really awesome. And now it's 2000. There was another building. What other building needed repaired? Our lodge?
This brewer's bar does, and I think
and the
lodge
lodge.
does.
Let's try doing those. Let's repair those real quickly.
So do you want to try it now? To
well,
see if maybe
I can try it. B. Hold down T.
Hover over the axe at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And don't click. Just hover over it.
Don't click. Just hover over and let go of T.
Yeah. Oh,
and then,
there we go.
And then aim straight at it and left click.
There we go. Look at that. Wait. Oh, yeah. First I thought I was damaging it. Well, isn't
No,
that...
right click damages it.
Yeah. I'm left clicking. Yeah. There we go. Gosh, that is really good to know, Bosco. All right. You do this. Do you do this last one?
This one has a little more health.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if we both can. Let's try that.
Oh, yeah.
So B, and then T, hover over that, let go. There we go. I think, are we both doing it? I guess we are, because it's going up really fast. That is great, Bosco. That is going to be really helpful, I think. Yeah, that one was almost completely damaged, wasn't it?
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Wow, and then you go out of B. You push B to go out of the building mode. Well, I think that is just great. I wish I'd have had us to watch on video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was quite a day, just doing so much research and trying to figure things out.
And it was the lumber that was the hard part, because we had to figure out the hard way that you had to craft that in the hunter's lodge.
Yes, let's show that really quickly. So you're going to come to a point where everything's going to want to ask for lumber.
Even the lumber mill.
Yeah. And so then we finally thought to come over here, and we opened this up, and it shows there are resources in the hunter's lodge, and look at that, rough wood lumber. So you can actually do, and I think what I figured out is the twine, I believe it crafts a lot faster than we can craft this in our inventory, but it crafts faster here. And then
here it actually crafts in ×10.
Oh, yes, look. Yeah. So that's really awesome. So you have the thin leather, you also have leather straps, rough rope, adhesive paste, and rough weave cloth that you can, those are all components of what you're going to need to be crafting. Okay, so I think that's going to end the episode, Bosco. We don't want to overwhelm people with too much information, I don't think.
Yeah.
So I guess tomorrow, I have a feeling we may be into trouble. It's going to be interesting because if nobody's on if nobody's on our server of the other factions, we don't have to worry, but we still will have animals come attack our base. Even if other people aren't here, there will be animals. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll definitely do it whether we know or not. We'll try to all learn together. So I guess that ends this episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.